Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am thankful to be alive and well this Sunday morning, and I'm thankful that you are tuning in to my video. Once again, I bring words of inspiration, inspire. God has given me the purpose and the gift to inspire, God, and it's pretty much, God, when He abides in us, His Spirit is in us. So inspire is in spirit, which dwells inside of us. And I want you to know, to be encouraged today. Somebody who is watching, who is facing some type of fear or worry or concern or anything that you are going through this morning, I want you to know that God is with you. My last video, I talked about the war on Iran. And as I said in the previous video, and you might want to tune into that on the replay, I spoke about do not be afraid. And as you can see, that how things end up turning out, how, the media get things all revved up and bring all of this stuff out to scare you and to make you feel some kind of way and to heighten up your emotions. But I'm here to tell you that once again, do not allow the things of this life to heighten up your emotions and cause you to be distracted and distorted from hearing God's voice. Because I want you to know today, those of you who are listening to me, to be encouraged and do not be afraid. Once again, do not be afraid. Do not live in fear. Fear is not an emotion, it is a spirit. Once again, fear is a spirit. It is a spirit that is not from God. It is not sent from God. So if you feel like anxieties and panic attacks, or you're feeling tormented, those are cousins of fear. It's a spirit. Spirit has a personality. It's very intelligent, and it pretty much know how to get to you to make you feel afraid. And fear will pretty much paralyze. It will paralyze you in being able to function in your everyday life. Anxieties will do the same thing. And when you are trying to do what's right, when you are trying to get closer to God, the enemy will try to use whatever he can that he knows. The enemy knows if he can figure out a way to get to you through a person or through a thing, he will use that very thing to try to paralyze you. Because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and to destroy. He does not care about you. He does not like you. He wants to see you damaged. He wants to see you destroyed. So he's going to use your weakness as a way to destroy you, to kill you, and to steal what God has for you. So I'm here to let you know, do not be discouraged. Do not allow the enemy to win, because you are victorious. God has given you the power. Those of you who are followers of Christ, those of you who believe in God, you are the children of God. Those of you who believe in Him, I want you to know that you have more power than you think you have. God has given you the authority to tread over serpents, to tread over scorpions. He has given you the same power that rose Jesus from the dead. It lives in you. And do not be afraid. Do not allow the spirit of the enemy to come against you, because he has a way to be very subtle in doing that. Very subtle. See, the enemy doesn't know what's on your mind, but whatever you speak, he knows what your thoughts are when you speak them. He knows what your thoughts are when you act upon things. When you act, he knows how to trigger those emotions to make you feel some kind of way, to make you angry, to do everything that is against the word. The enemy does that. I want you to be aware and alert in this season. To be aware and alert of the devices that are against you. This is a spiritual warfare that we are dealing with. Those of you who are believers of Christ, you know that it is a spiritual warfare, and it is heightened at this time. We all are speaking about 2020 vision of this year, but it's really the year of exposure. The year of exposure. Things are being exposed and revealed like never before. Things that you would have never imagined are being exposed. And it is not to hurt people, but you have to expose the truth in order to be healed from the truth. In order to be healed, some things have to be exposed. Just like you have to face your pain in order for you to be healed from it. Things that are broken has to be repaired. That is the only way it can be repaired is if it's broken. So things that have broken you from your past, those things must be exposed for you to be healed, for you to be delivered, for you to be set free in your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. You know, God is dealing with me in this book that I'm writing. And as I have been praying and I have been seeking God, let me tell you something. God has allowed me to transform some things in my book, okay? Because he is allowing me he want me to know that the people must know that they have to be renewed by their mind. Their mind has to be removed, to be transformed. You know, we know that we are not perfect beings. We live on this earth. We are not perfect. If we were perfect, we wouldn't be here. Think about it. So we are yet daily striving for perfection. But God knew that we were going to go through things in life. So we're yet striving, but we have to seek God. We have to do the things that God commands us to do in order for us to live a righteous and holy life. There are things that we must do, and we know, and some things we don't do because we don't want to do it. Even when God is speaking to us, and sometimes God speaks to us through people. He might speak through us through a word. He might speak through us through a sermon. He might speak through us through reading. Sometimes it doesn't have to come through the Bible, but most times it is in the word. But some things that are repetitive. Sometimes God comes to me with a word, but it's a repetitive word. And that's how I know there's something about that word there's something he wants me to do. And sometimes you don't know exactly everything, but God will give you things in parts and you will be able to understand, but you have to seek him more on those things. But I'm here to tell you that it is all for the good. It is all to better yourself. It is all to improve yourself and who you are. And as I see and as I look around and I listen to people and as I'm watching what's going on in the news and people around me and I'm reading all these articles, there is so many people that are hurting right now and they are seeking answers and they are needing self-love and they are needing to forgive themselves, because you can't forgive others if you can't forgive yourself. You can't love others if you can't love yourself. And God is using me in this book that I'm writing. You know, it was really, in the beginning, I thought I was writing a book about fatherless daughters, but as I have been really communicating with God, he's like, no, that is your story, but it's not the name of that book, because your pain was not the same as everybody else's pain. Where your pain started was not where everybody else's pain started. So that book is not about fatherless daughters. It was just that you happen to be a fatherless daughter, and that's where your pain started. But that's not where my pain started. I mean, that's not where everybody else's pain started. I'm sorry. But I just want you to know that my book is about the self-healing. It is about breakthrough. It is about deliverance for the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. It is about becoming a better person than you expected to be, but it's who God called you to be. It is who God purposed you to be. And once you get to that place where God has called and purposed you to be, you will be able to see the vision. You will be able to see the vision, but it takes some process and it takes some time to get there, and it's going to take some effort on your part. And it's truly going to take believing on God, believing on Jesus. You must believe on Jesus. You cannot come to the Father but by the Son. I want you to know that. And for those of you who do not agree, I am very sorry, but it is the truth. And the truth, once again, will set you free. Be blessed, be encouraged. I love you, and may God continue to bless you.